Good morning and welcome to Full Body Vinyasa Flow with your host Michael Denny. We'll start in a sitting position, so feel free to elevate your pelvis on any props, and we'll get into it with a really great breathing technique, best done on an empty stomach or within a few hours after eating. It's good to be fairly empty for this one. So this is Kapalabhati. We roll the shoulders up and back, a little squeeze between the shoulder blades with the effort to lift the rib cage away from the pelvis. And take a few breaths there, closing the eyes, breathing through the nose. And try to relax the belly, creating that big space between the pubic bone and the front ribs. And then one thing to avoid is overarching the low back. So you can think of dropping the tail just a little bit. And then for Kapalabhati, the throat is relaxed. So take another normal breath in before we start. Long exhale. And then relaxing the throat, take a smaller breath in, into the belly, and begin active exhale, passive inhale. Totally empty on the exhale. Hold the breath and lock your throat, tucking the chin and swallowing saliva. If you're confident in your throat lock technique, keep the chin down and try relaxing the upper belly while gently sucking in the low belly, below the navel. And then tensioning the core, take a slow breath in. Slow breath out. And another full breath in. And full breath out. So we'll do a second round of Kapalabhati. If you like an extra challenge, I invite you to interlace your fingers and take a little breath in to press the palms up. We'll do about 30 reps. And exhale, totally empty. Hold the breath, lock the throat. Bring the hands down over your knees. Tensioning the core, take a slow breath in. And slow exhale. And then inhale forward to table pose. Exhale, sit back towards your heels, rounding your spine. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, angry cat pose, tuck your chin.
Empty of air, downward dog. Relaxing the belly, lock the throat. Hold the breath. Push the hips back. Lowering the knees, engage the core. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit towards the heels. And repeat a few times. Inhale forward, table position. Exhale, angry cat, look to your navel. Empty, hold the breath. Lock the throat, down dog. Try to relax your belly. You can also try the abdominal vacuum, Uddiyana Bandha, if you know it, sometimes called Uddiyana Kriya. Engage the abs to lower the knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit back towards the heels. And last one. Inhale forwards. Exhale, engage the core, tuck the tail. Empty, hold the breath, lock the throat, downward dog. Uddiyana Kriya, if you know it, the abdominal vacuum. So it's done by holding the breath and taking a fake inhale with the diaphragm relaxed, using the muscles around the ribs instead, external intercostals. Engaging the core, inhale to table pose. And then exhale, sit back into puppy dog. We'll hang out for a little bit. Long, slow breath. This pose could be passive with the forearms on the ground, or it could be a bit more active with the arms straight. You choose. And then focus on the feeling of your breath, letting it flow through your spine. And then inhale forward. Shoulders behind the wrist. Exhale, lead with the heart, lowering your pelvis all the way down. And then come into Sphinx pose with the elbows a little bit past your shoulders. We'll take the feet a little bit wider and then pull back with the arms. Let the belly expand into the floor and notice the breath radiating up through the sides of the ribs all the way up to the heart. And try to gently pull back with the hands. It's very subtle. And exhale, coming down. Bring your hands near where your elbows were. You can have your hands almost as wide as the mat, so wider than the shoulders. Lift the shoulders first and then pull with the inhale. Exhale down slow. Move from the shoulders, engaging upper back. Inhale, pull through. Exhale down slow. And then same thing. So you can stick with that movement or pull through to up dog, pressing the feet down to lift the hips and knees. Exhale, downward dog, moving back. Press the hips back, spread the fingers wide, and then walk the dog, moving the hips side to side. Make any little movements there. Notice as the hips go to the left side, you can invite more of a stretch through the right side, from the belly all the way through the armpit. And as your hips go to the right, you can stretch more in the left side of your spine. Aiming the left elbow towards the floor. It's going to help you find that connection. And then back to center and down dog. On an inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, reach them down. Again, inhale, lift the heels, spread the toes. Exhale, reach them down. And once more. Inhale, lift the heels, awakening the calves. Exhale, bend the knees, keep the heels up. Inhale, step forward, half lift, chin comes up. Exhale, fold, contracting quadriceps. Lift the chin, inhale to rise up. Exhale, arms at sides in mountain, samastitihi. We'll take a few breaths in mountain, engaging the legs. Think of squeezing the midline in between the thighs, and then loop the shoulders up and back a few times. And so the final form in mountain is kind of interesting. It's often misunderstood as shoulders down away from the ears, but that actually immobilizes us quite a bit. Let your shoulders lift a little, roll them back, and try to lift the heart. So it's a little bit of that Uddiyana Bandha expansion through the ribs. And then the heart lifts to meet the lift of the shoulders. It doesn't have to be like this. That's kind of overdoing it. There could be elements where that would be useful, but somewhere in the middle. And then take an inhale, reaching the arms up. Gaze up to thumbs. Come back to mountain on the exhale. And repeat a few more times. Inhale, spread the arms. And then reach forwards, lifting the shoulders. Exhale, arms at sides in mountain, samastitihi. And again, inhale, lift the arms, lift the shoulder blades. Exhale, arms at sides. Again, inhale, lift the arms, drawing a circle. Fold on the exhale, gazing down the nose. Empty to look belly button. Inhale, lift the heart halfway, lift the chin. Exhale, plank. Take a breath in. Low plank on the exhale, maybe leading with the heart. If you have long arms, that seems to be a pretty good technique. Inhale, pull through up dog, lift the chin. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog, and we'll breathe there. Try stepping the feet a little closer to your hands. And then connect with the primary action of down dog, spreading fingers and pushing out through the heel of the palm. So the collarbones broaden and the hips draw back. And the idea is finding a neutral spine in that primary action. Bending the knees can be helpful to take the hamstrings out of the posture if there's any tightness there. If you are flexible, try to root your heels into the earth. And then long exhale to lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, step forward, half lift. Exhale, fold, head towards the knees. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, coming up. Exhale, arms at sides in mountain. Inhale, lift the arms, draw a circle. And exhale, fold over. Empty to tuck the chin. Engage the core. Inhale, soften upper belly to look up. And then strong in the core again. Exhale, plank. Take an extra breath in. Feel free to step the feet back a little. Then as you exhale, push off the toes a little, coming forwards. Lower the pelvis all the way. Inhale, shoulders up, and then pull through. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. So in that upward dog that we did, there is the opportunity to loop the shoulders, just like we did in mountain pose. And that's why lowering the knees to the floor is so beneficial. It lets us lighten the load so we can mobilize the shoulders before bearing weight again in up dog. So as you hang out in downward dog, keep pressing the heart towards the feet, and then play with engaging the abs a little bit to lift the pubic bone and drop the tailbone. One more breath. Long exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, step forward, lift the chin. Exhale, fold, head to knees.
Inhale, lift the arms, rise up. Exhale, arms at sides, mountain pose. And again. Inhale, draw a circle, look thumbs. Exhale, fold over, follow the nose towards the navel. Inhale, suck in the low belly, lift the chin. Exhale, step the plank, and come all the way down, lowering knees and then hips. Soften the effort, looping shoulders. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, look navel, moving from the core, downward facing dog. And we'll play around with this one. Wavy dog. So as you exhale, tuck the chin and round your back, moving into plank. As you inhale, lift the chin and push out through the palms, down dog. Head through the arms, exhale, tuck the chin. And then lifting the chin, inhale, downward dog. And continue. Exhale, tuck the chin, rounding forward through the vertebra. Inhale, lift the chin, downward facing dog. And a few more to go. Next exhale, bend your knees. And we'll pause there in downward frog. Look to your hands. Keeping your knees bent, just play with kind of flowing up and down, straightening a bit, bending the knees more, testing out the circuitry. And then step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, head to knees. Interlace the fingers behind the back. 5 breath. Pull through the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And breathe. You can contract the quadriceps to help lengthen the back of the legs. And then notice the weight transfer in the feet. Usually we lean back into the heels to get the legs straight. So try to bring a little bit of weight forward into the balls of your feet, spreading the toes wide. This can get the calves to activate a little bit, and the muscles below them. One more breath. Exhale, release the interlace, bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, standing in mountain pose, Samastitihi. And then take a resting breath in, hands together. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, circle the arms, chair pose. Exhale, fold, hands to floor. Inhale, lift the chin, lean into your hands, try lifting your heels. Exhale, step back, chaturanga, knees down, hips down. Inhale, up dog, chin is the last thing to lift. Exhale, down dog, tuck your chin, stepping right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1, circle the arms, chin is the last thing to lift. Exhale, low plank. Take your time to come down. Knees, slowly lower hips. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Tuck the chin and step left foot, back foot flat. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Lift the chin behind the arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll hang out in down dog, 5 slow breaths. Drawing the inner thighs back. Pushing out through the heel of the palm, fingers wide. Secondary action is like a mini wave, using the exhale to draw the front ribs in so that the abdominals support the low back a little bit more. And then maybe you can feel the breath flowing into the low back. Flowing into the back of the rib cage, the sides of the ribs.
And exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump. And then look up. Exhale, fold in, contracting quadriceps. Bend your knees for chair. Inhale, draw a circle, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose, Samastitihi. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold, hands to floor. Inhale, look up, bending your elbows. Try to lean into the hands, heels up, maybe the feet come up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, roll up through the spine. And then lift chin behind arms. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, roll up, circle the arms. Exhale, Chaturanga, looking down the nose. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Strong in the core of the body. Be sure to play with your dog lots. You may find it helpful to have the hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. It can also help to bring the feet a little bit closer to the hands sometimes. And slow your breath down. Exhale to round the back, bend the knees. Inhale, jumper step. And then look up. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, chair pose, arms lifting. Exhale, standing in mountain pose. Hands to heart, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, reach forwards. Inhale, lift the arms to chair. Exhale, fold forward, hands to floor. Inhale, look up, option to bear weight. Exhale, low plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Interlace the fingers behind the back on the exhale. Left foot closer, feet about 3 feet apart. Inhale, try to straighten the legs, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold over the right leg, engaging the front of the thigh, and breathe. You can think of hiking up the left hip, tensioning left side of the core a little more, while drawing the right hip back. And exhale, bend your right knee, fingertips to the floor outside of your foot. Step the right foot back a little. Inhale, lift the left leg and lift the heart. And then hang out, bouncing on your right foot. Use your fingertips for support, lifting the heart as much as you can. Tone the quadriceps and share the weight between the heel and the ball of the foot. Extra challenge, arms out to the sides like wings. Bent or straight. Maybe you can feel the smaller glute muscles in the right buttock. Strong and neutral leg. And then hands to the floor. Inhale, lean into your hands, stepping to plank or floating up. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Right foot steps closer. Feet about 3 feet apart. Inhale, spread the toes, lift the heart.
Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, fold.
Quadriceps contracted. And think of drawing back through the left hip, gently squeezing the feet towards each other. It also helps to hike up the right hip a little bit, tensioning right side of the core to help that left hip move back in space. Next exhale, bend your front knee, hands to the floor, and then step the left foot back a little bit. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the right leg, and breathe. Start on your fingertips for at least a few breaths, and try to feel the grounding of the left heel along with the ball of the foot, toes spreading and rooting. Maybe spread the arms out as well. Squeezing the midline with the right leg, inner thigh and buttock working. But this is also targeting the smaller glutes of the left leg. Hands to the floor. Inhale, lean into the hands or step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And take a free breath. On an exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump. And then look up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, standing in Samasthitihi, mountain pose. And then taking the feet about hip width, inhale to loop your shoulders up and back. Slowly straighten your legs.
Exhale, lead with the chin. Reach down for the big toes.
Inhale, roll up halfway, lift your chin. Exhale, fold like a wave, and repeat that a few times. Inhale, keep hold of the toes, rolling up, lifting the rib cage away from the pelvis. Exhale to fold in. And once more, inhale, suck in the low belly. Move the ribs away from the pelvis. Exhale, folding from there. Gently pulling with the arms. Breathe deep. Find a sweet spot. Quadriceps toning. Share the weight through the balls of the feet and heels together. So it's a forward lean for those of us with straight legs. You can also squeeze the legs towards each other, activating inner thigh muscles. And squeeze the buttocks. Inhale, lift the heart halfway, look up. Exhale, step on the palms of the hands, Padahastasana. Again, inhale, lift the chin, quadriceps toning. Exhale, follow your nose in towards your navel. So there's a gazing point down the nose, or drishti, which means to see in Sanskrit. Stabilizing the eyes, so the outward focus becomes calm, and then we can move more internally with the focus. Feeling the breath. Notice the upward flow of the inhale. Try to keep some tone in the pelvic floor. Long, full exhales. Keeping the tone. So you just imagine lifting a candle flame from the floor of the pelvis on the inhale. A few more breaths. Strong inner legs. Inhale to look up. Exhale, catch the sides of the waist. Inhale, roll up with a heavy tail, strong hamstrings. And exhale, Samastitihi, mountain pose. And we'll stand in the middle of the mat, taking the feet about 3 feet apart. So you can step or jump Iyengar style. I love that move. And then turn the right foot out, left toes in a little. Exhale, right hand down to the shin or hook the big toe, keeping the legs straight. So if that's too much, slide up. And think of the right sitting bone scooping under, externally rotating the right hip so it flows that way. And then push down through the ball of the foot as a counterbalance. Gaze to the top thumb. Engaging the sides of the core. Inhale, rise up. Parallel feet. Left foot out, right heel back a little. And exhale, letting the pelvis move a little bit with your spine. Right leg turns in. Left hip turns out as we scoop that left sitting bone under. And then turn on the counteractions, rooting through the ball of the left foot. Contract the buttocks together. One more breath. Exhaling, connect with sides of core. Inhale up parallel. Exhale, right foot out, left foot in another 45 degrees. Inhale, lift the heart. Twist on the exhale, drawing back through the right hip by squeezing the heels towards each other. Revolved triangle, Parivrita Trikonasana. Look to either hand. And you lock in the position, squeezing the buttocks together, rooting firmly through both heels. Squeeze the inner thigh muscles as well. Exhale to look down. Inhale, come up. Other side, exhale, change the feet. Left foot out, right heel drops back. Again, inhale, prepare. And on the exhale, right leg spins in, but we keep the heel rooted. Left hip draws back. And breathe. If your hand is on the floor outside of the foot, try pushing the foot and hand towards each other. Hiking the right hip and drawing back through the left hip. On the exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Turn to the side. Right foot out, left heel back for half moon. Exhale, bend your right leg, lift the left leg. Great place to stay. Over time, you might straighten the legs slowly, gradually reaching a little closer to the floor. It's a good opportunity to connect with the smaller glute muscles in the right buttock, medius and minimus. And we have to really use the quadriceps to connect with that. A few more breaths. We're almost at 10. And then slowly land the pose. Inhale, turn. Left foot out, right heel back. Exhale, bend your left leg. Lift your right leg, gazing down your left fingers. As the leg gets straighter, you might lift the leg a little higher, reach down a little closer to the floor. But we always want to keep that ability to reverse the action that brought us in, moving from the core of the body. And then try to find stillness in the pose. And we'll hold for 10 breaths again, halfway there. Next exhale, land the back foot. Inhale, parallel feet.
And exhale, samastitihi, mountain pose. Iyengar style hops. Inhale, it's like jumping jacks. Right foot out, exhale, bend the knee, extended side angle. So try touching outside of the foot, and then press your leg out into the arm, abducting the hip, engaging the buttocks. Look to the top hand. Strong in the core of the body. Try to use a lot of the same connections in your core that you had in the previous postures, like half moon, drawing the front ribs in, gazing towards the top thumb, lift the chin behind the arm. And then engaging the sides of the core and the buttocks. Inhale, come up, parallel feet, left foot out, right heel drops back slightly. Exhale, entering other side. This pose is called extended side angle or Utthita Parsvakonasana. So long reach through the arm, strong and straight through the back leg. Lifting chin behind the arm, look to the thumb. And keep using the buttocks and core, turning the right chest to the sky. That's a lot of the work in the pose. Relax the forehead. Relax the jaw. And then moving from the core, inhale up, parallel feet, toes in a little bit. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, loop your shoulders up and back, and then lift the chin. Exhale, fold like a wave and reach for the floor. Inhale, roll up halfway, and then lift the chin. Exhale, fold, bending into the arms. Let's repeat that wave a few times. Inhale, lift the heart, sucking in the low belly. Lift the chin. Exhale, folding. And again, once more. Inhale, rolling up. You can stay there or fold on the exhale. And different options. So if you'd like to do the inversion, you could try tripod headstand, lengthening out through the crown. We actually do draw the shoulders away from the ears for this particular one. Shoulder blades can draw a little bit towards each other. And then push into your hands. Go onto the tips of the toes. Once the legs come up, you can bring them all the way into a fairly straight line. Now the challenge from here, it could be lowering the right leg down halfway and then aiming it towards the left arm. And then bring it up. Lower the left leg halfway, lowering towards right arm. And again, bring it up. And then we'll take the feet wide, landing the posture. Inhale, lift the heart halfway, lift the chin. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Again, inhale, spread the arms out. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, but try to pull the palms apart, lift the chin. Exhale, pull through the arms, folding. Toes spreading, quadriceps contracting, and breathe. Inhaling, come all the way up. Exhale fully. Inhale, catching the waist, lift the chin. Exhale, fold, hold the calves or hook the big toes. And then inhale to look up, lift the chin. Exhale, fold, bending the arms, and breathe. Grounding equally through both feet. It helps to purposely lean more into one and then more into the other to see if there is a bit of a favoring of one leg. Usually there is. Inhale, lift the head halfway. Exhale, pause, hands to the floor, feet a little closer.
Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale fully and step the feet together in mountain pose. And then spreading the arms, inhale. Exhale, turn the shoulders in and then bring the fists together or hands to prayer behind the back. Turn the right foot out, left foot steps in. And with an inhale, lift the heart, pressing the hands up the spine, lift the chin. Exhale, folding over the right leg, left kidney to right knee. So it's a little bit of a twisting action. Gazing over right big toes. 5 breaths. And exhale, bend your right knee, take the hands to the floor. So you're welcome to repeat the one-legged balancing we did earlier, where the heart lifts and the hands touch down, or spread the arms. If you'd like to play with handstand, you can plant the palms and then swing a little bit with your left leg, rocking onto the tip of the right toe as you swing. Next phase is getting a little bit of air time. So feel free to use a wall, and you can take the left heel to the wall behind you, keeping the right leg in more of a scissoring action. So you can take one heel to the wall, keep the hips off the wall, and use the legs as a counterbalance, squeezing inner thigh muscles. Gaze between the hands. And here you can really elevate the shoulders to the ears. Push strong through the arms. And then landing the foot, we'll do the other side. So you can orient yourself in a way that makes sense. We'll have the left foot forward, right leg back. Inhale, spread the arms. And then exhale, hands together behind the back, prayer or fists together. On the inhale, lift the heart and chin. Exhale, fold over the left leg. A little twist, aiming right kidney to left knee. Squeeze the legs towards each other. And exhale, bend that left knee, take the hands next to the foot, left foot slides back, lift your right leg, working with the one leg balance in Warrior 3. Option 2, plant the hands, swing the right leg going on to the tip of the left toe, eventually getting a little bit of air time. Feel free to use the wall. And think of that scissoring action of the legs, strong in the buttocks. Inner thighs squeeze. Gazing between hands. And then landing the feet. Inhale to rise up. And then exhale, step to the front of the mat. And we'll meet in mountain pose. Moving through a vinyasa. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Malasana squatting, so bend your knees and jump outside of your hands. From there, we'll get really low and press the right arm against the inner leg, left arm up to the sky for 5. Option 2, half or full bind. Left shoulder turns in and reaches towards right hip. And then maybe you catch the left hand behind the back. Maybe you're holding the shirt, that's fine as well. Turn your left chest open. And feel free to wiggle the feet a little closer together. Sometimes that helps with the binding part. Inhale, back to center. Other side, exhale, left arm against the inner leg, right arm reaching up, great place to stay. Next progression is turning the shoulder in. Maybe you catch the hand behind the back, so you'd be holding the right hand or the right wrist even. And breathe, turning the right chest open. If possible, try to squeeze on that right wrist.
Inhale, back to center. Exhale, full crow pose, Bakasana. So you can take the hands about a foot in front of you, bend your elbows. As you push into your hands, round your back more, knees just outside of the shoulders. Push, push, push. Maybe the feet come up, heels together, and breathe. Push, push, push. It's very early here. I don't even know what I say at this time in the morning. I hope it's pleasant on the ear. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take the feet a little closer to the hands and then lift your right leg on an inhale. Exhale, round the back, knee to right shoulder, half crow. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round the back, push through the hands. And last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2, left foot slides back. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Bound side angle. Exhale, right arm inside the leg. So you could stay there and bring the left arm around the back to a half bind. Option 2, get a little lower, full bind. Right hand reaches to catch the left hand. If possible, squeeze the left wrist. And once you're in there, turn on all the secondary actions from the other standing poses. Use your glutes, turn your left chest open to the sky. Extra strong in the right side of the core. And exhale, take your hands to the floor. Right hand, there it is. It's going to hold the back of the ankle. And then you can lift your left heel, left toes, step slightly closer to the front of the mat. Exhale, the head towards the heel. Keep the knee over the ankle. Left hand could be on the floor or take both hands to the ankle and breathe. If you practice leg behind the head, you could do it, stepping the left foot a little more forward and angling 45 degrees. I think one person does, other than me. Oh, just me? It's just a nice way to do it if you are going to do it. It's very strong. I'm getting chirped by my partner in the other room. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, hands down, lunge on left toes, half crow. I'm going to give myself some more space for a proper demo today. You pick up the right foot, bend the knee, hold. Option 2, bend the arms. Option 3, shift forward, straightening the leg. Try to pick up the left leg. Ekapada Kundiasana, I believe. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to left shoulder, rounding the back. Inhale, lift the left leg. And repeat. Exhale, half crow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, half crow. It's our last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1, look to thumbs. Exhale, warrior 2, open the right foot to the side, longer stance. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm up. Exhale, bound side angle, left arm inside the leg. Right arm reaches up and around, turning the shoulder in. Catch whatever you can. If you're doing full bind, get a little lower. Catch the right fingers or wrist, and then try to open your right chest. And breathe. This will be called Baddha Parsvakonasana, bound side angle. Very similar to extended side angle. More of a challenge, bend the knee more and slide the right heel back. If your mat's getting kind of slippery like ours are, your feet are probably sliding away very slowly, which is a good type of work, squeezing the heels towards each other to prevent sliding anymore. 2 more breaths. Exhale, look down, left hand holding the back of the ankle. Lift your right heel, right foot steps closer to the front of the mat.
Exhale, bow towards the heel. Great place to stay. Extra challenge, step even closer with the right foot, angling 45. And then explore, bowing head to heel. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, hands down, half crow. I just got like the best neck stretch there. I didn't want to leave. So pick up that left foot, rounding the back. You can stay there. Next phase, come forward, bending the elbows. Next phase, straighten the leg. Bend a little more. The heart comes down, the legs go up. Look forward, lifting the chin. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump outside of the hands. Exhale, reach inside the legs, holding the ankles. And then wiggle your heels a little closer to each other. Wiggling your arms underneath your legs. Legs over shoulders. So we'll start by bending the knees a bit more. Look to your belly button, rounding your back. And then keep that gazing point and try to straighten your legs. It will not be possible. Just breathe. Notice the strength of your legs. Inhale, look forward, bending your knees more. Exhale, hands to the floor behind you. Lift the heels, pointing the feet. And then see if you can lower the buttocks a bit, squeezing the legs in to the midline. Try to cross the ankles for Bhuja Padasana. Great place to stay. Option 2, once this is pretty comfortable, is coming forward a little bit more. Lead with the chin and point your feet coming forwards. Just to the point you can control. And then slowly come on up, Bhuja Padasana. Exhale, separate the feet. And then crow pose, inhale. Bend the knees, heels to sitting bones. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through sitting. And exhale, fold your right leg into a squat. Sit up on your left heel. Hands over the heart, bring your right leg inwards and outwards a few times. And then keeping the right foot a little closer to the midline, let the leg go in. Exhale, round your back, left arm outside of the right leg for a twist, looking over that right shoulder. Great place to stay. You could also do a half bind, taking left hand to the opposite hip, or full bind, catching the right hand. If you'd like an extra challenge, lean over your right heel, lift the buttocks, and engage them. Extra challenge, lift the left knee. And then sit back, look forwards, and we'll switch sides. So come into a squat on your left leg, sit on your right heel. And we'll play with the rotation in the hip joint a few times. Inward, outward, adducted, abducted. And then bring the foot a little closer to the midline. Exhale, ribs move in, slight rounding of the spine. Take your right arm across. Think about binding, or go for it. Whichever pose you're in, feel free to lean over your left heel, lift the buttocks. So you're loading up the glute. Extra challenge, lift the right knee. Ooh. And we're basically imitating Pashasana, which is the first pose of the second series in Ashtanga, with an emphasis on loading up the glute instead of just taking advantage of flexibility. 3 more breaths. Left chest turning open. Very good. And back to center. Hands forward, vinyasa. Inhale, lift your step plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then come through a seated position. Then with an exhale, lay down onto your back. Bend the knees for bridge pose. Inhaling, lift the arms overhead to the back of the mat. Exhale, lift the hips, scooping the tail forward. Inhale, bring the arms down. And pause there, wiggling the arm bones closer behind the back. Feel free to hold on to your heels or the edges of the mat. And then try to roll the shoulders closer to each other and breathe. Keeping the feet fixed to the mat, imagine trying to straighten the legs. That lifts the hips a little higher. Press your heels towards your shoulders to activate the hamstrings. So you're feeding the tailbone towards your knees, lengthening the low back, lifting the hips. That's the foundation of full wheel. Exhale, come down. And then repeat your variation of bridge, or take the hands for full wheel underneath the shoulders. Exhale, lift the hips, curling the tail to the knees. Inhale, primary action of down dog. Push through the heel of the palm. Straighten the legs a little bit to send the heart over the hands. And great place to stay and breathe. Feet are fixed to the mat, but we can engage the muscles that straighten the legs to send the heart over the hands. To come down, bend your knees and elbows together, crown of the head to the floor, and then try bringing the hands a little closer to the feet, bit by bit. Round two. So now you can work with more bend of the knees. Inhale, push through the heel of the palm. The feet are fixed in position, but we try to straighten the legs a little, sending the heart over the hands again. Open into your chest and breathe. Exhale, come down, lay onto your back. Draw the knees in, cross the ankles. Exhale to roll up. Take a vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, feet together. Lift the right leg on an inhale. Open the hip up. Engaging the glutes, big circles. And then pressing the right knee to the sky, come onto the tips of the fingers. Option 2, land the ball of the foot for wild thing. 5 breaths. And then back to center, right leg up. Exhale, knee behind the right wrist, Rajakapotasana. Drop the left knee back a little. And then squeeze your legs towards each other, hands to the sacrum around the back of the pant line. Great place to stay. You can also use your right hand to pull the left heel into the sacrum. If you know how to flip the grip for the overhead range, you would have the right palm up, catching near the big toe. Then lean back a little, lifting the heart. Lift the right elbow. If you can find the balance by squeezing the midline, you might take the left arm up slowly. Exhale to release. And vinyasa. Inhale, step plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, feet together. Inhale, left leg up, circle the hip. And then go into left fingertips, lifting palm. Or land the ball of the foot for wild thing, which gradually goes from a side plank towards more of a back bend. Back to down dog, lift the leg. Exhale, knee behind the left wrist, Rajakapotasana. So squeezing the midline, squeeze the legs towards each other, lift the heart. Maybe you stay there, pushing right hip forward. Maybe you take the left hand back to catch the foot, pulling heel in. Or you can try flipping the grip so the palm is up, catch near the big toe.
Think of opening the chest and then pitching the elbow up. Exhale, releasing. Hands forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. One last back bend, camel pose. Bring the knees to the floor. With parallel legs, hands to the sacrum. Loop the shoulders up and back, squeezing the legs towards each other. This is a great place to stay. Option 2, go back with core strength, catching your heels, and then re-lift the heart. Use a bit of momentum to come up. Exhale. And then sit back towards your heels, legs together, child's pose. Inhale forwards. Modified chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale through sitting. And bring your legs wide apart for Upavishta Konasana, widespread angle. Take an inhale to draw the thigh bones into the hip sockets, lift the heart. And then exhale, start to fold forward. You can take the hands forward. It's also the option to reach for the feet. Another inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, slow fold. And breathe. Inhale, come up. So you're welcome to keep your right leg straight. If you'd like to fold the right foot in, feel free. We'll do a little side bend. So turning the heart towards the right leg. Inhale, right arm up. And then exhale, side bend, leaning over the left. Feel free to catch that left foot with one or both hands. And then moving from the core, right side strong. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. Option to fold that left foot in. Turn the left chest open. And then moving from the core, inhale up. And then exhale, cross the legs. So simple cross legs. If you like to sit in lotus, feel free. And find a tall spine. Bring your hands next to your hips, engaging the core round forward a bit. Lift your knees towards your chest, and then try to lift the buttocks. If you're in lotus, lift the knees as well. If you're in that other form with the ankles crossed, just focus on the buttocks. You can try to lift the feet. It's really hard in this position, though. You can also try to squeeze the knees into the midline. Very good. And then when you're finished, let go. Bring your legs out in front and treat yourself to a nice long Shavasana. If there's any other postures you'd like to do, by all means, go ahead. Your body's probably ready for anything at this point. As you move into relaxation, give attention to the breath. And gradually use less and less effort. I'll leave you to continue enjoying your relaxation on your own. Thank you very much for joining me today. Nice early morning, tough practice. We did it. So thanks so much, and see you on the mat soon.